morning everyone and welcome to Celebration Gathering. We're going to celebrate some learning from Reception, from Oak Learning Zone, from Beach Learning Zone and from Willow Learning Zone in this gathering. So first of all, I'm going to start with Oak Learning Zone, and the first person who is getting a certificate today is Clara. So Clara, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you've been a lead learner helping us to learn the Makaton version of our shared song, and I hope you've all been learning it at home. I know curiosity, imagination, resilience, independence, collaboration. So I've been practicing it too, so I hope you have, because when we're all back together, we will be singing it and signing it. So that certificate, Clara, is from Miss McClelland and Mrs. Fuller and all of us here at Walscourt Farm. Well done. So this certificate is for Max. Now then, Max, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you've been learning new maths skills at home, such as counting in 2s, 5s and 10s. You've also enjoyed practicing your counting by playing ping pong counting games on Zoom with your grandparents. What a great idea. Well done, Max. And that's from Miss McClelland, Mrs. Fuller and all of us at Walscourt Farm. The next certificate is for Cora. Cora, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you've been an artist at home and used your imagination to create models for your new puppy. How exciting, such as a bed and a bowl. And you're also learning how to care for a pet. Congratulations, with love from Miss McClelland and Mrs. Fuller and from all of us at Walscourt Farm. This one is for Amaya Bow. You've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you've got a great attitude to learning. During your time in Oak Learning Zone, you've always challenged yourself to be the best learner you can possibly be. Congratulations, with love from Miss Smith, Mrs. Holbrook and all of us at Walscourt Farm. This certificate is for Ethan. Ethan, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you love a challenge. You're a stickability tortoise in everything you do, especially your reading. Congratulations, with love from Miss Smith, Mrs. Holbrook and all of us at Walscourt Farm. And then the last one from Oak is for Dylan. Dylan, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because during your time in Oak Learning Zone, you've been a great lead learner for others. You've inspired others to learn as many keywords as possible. That's great. That will really help you with your reading, everybody. That's with love from Miss Smith and Mrs. Holbrook and all of us here at Walscourt Farm. So for all those children in Oak who've got a certificate today, here's a clap from us. Next, we're going to look at the children whose learning we're celebrating in Beach Learning Zone. So the first one is for Cayman. Dear Cayman, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because of how well you've been settling into life back at Walscourt Farm. You're making sure you keep yourself and everyone else safe by remembering to stay in your bubble and wash your hands really often. You even made a fantastic poster reminding others how to stay safe at school. Thank you so much for being a role model, Cayman. From Miss Driver, Mrs. Hargreaves and all of us at Walscourt. The next certificate is for Lily. Lily, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because of the enthusiasm you've continued to show for your learning during the time of school closure. It's been such a pleasure to receive emails from you sharing what you've been doing, from your careful spelling practice to your creative story writing. Well done, Lily, for being a motivated and resilient learner. From Miss Driver, Mrs. Hargreaves and all of us here at Walscourt. This certificate's for Riley. Riley, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because of the resilience and flexibility you've shown us over the past few months. You've adapted to learning in new places with new adults and children, and you've done this with confidence and a positive attitude. Well done, Riley. You should be really proud of yourself. We're certainly very proud of you. From Miss Driver, Mrs. Hargreaves and all of us here. Dear Webster, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you've been really challenging yourself with the distance learning. It's been brilliant to see all of the learning that you've been sharing with us. So congratulations, Webster, from Miss Salmon, Mrs. Hargreaves and all of us. Harry, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because we've been so impressed with your determination and resilience during this time. You are now being a very independent author and have even been teaching your brother phonics. Well done. That's with love from Miss Salmon, Mrs. Hargreaves and all of us here. This certificate is for Isla Hartley. Isla, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because we've loved hearing about how confident you've become when you're learning at home. You even said, "Guess how confident I am now," when you were telling us about your rapid maths. That's congratulations from Miss Salmon, Mrs Hargreaves and all of us. And this last one for somebody in Beach Learning Zone is for Henry. Henry, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you've been really practicing your rapid maths, and that really shows when you explain what you know to us. We really love hearing you explain by saying, I know this because. So congratulations, Henry, from Miss Salmon, Mrs Hargreaves and all of us. So for all those learners in Beach Learning Zone, here's a clap from us. And then we're going to move on to Willow Learning Zone, and the first certificate for someone in Willow Learning Zone is for Sadie. Dear Sadie, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you've worked so hard to improve your handwriting and your spelling. Your handwriting is beautiful and your knowledge of spelling rules and common exception words has developed so much. So well done, Sadie. Congratulations from Mr Bailey, Mrs Scott and all of us here at Walscourt. The next one is for Lamaya. Lamaya, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you've engaged fantastically in the distance learning and have collaborated so well with your family to support your learning. So well done. That's from Mr Bailey, Mrs Scott and all of us. The next certificate is for Chloe. Chloe, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you've shown what an amazing learner you are through such a challenging time. You've demonstrated great independence and have completed all distance learning set with pride. Keep it up. That's congratulations from Mr Bailey and Mrs Scott. The next one for somebody in Willow Learning Zone is for Elowyn. So you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today, Elowyn, because you are so active and engaged in all of your distance learning. Amazing collaboration and independence. Well done. Congratulations from Mr McLean, Mrs Scott and all of us. And then the certificate is for Molly. So Molly, you've been chosen for Celebration Gathering today because you've shown such fantastic curiosity and imagination in your distance learning. Well done. And a big congratulations from Mr McLean, Mrs Scott and from all of us. So there's a clap for the children in Willow Learning Zone, not a clop, a clap. And then there's a round of applause for all of those learners. Well done, everybody, from all of us here at Walscourt Farm. We really missed you and we really hope to see you soon. Bye.